It's a game changer. I think we have some exciting news from JPMorgan and Coinbase in the markets.
So as of yesterday, JPMorgan announced that they facilitated the issuance of papers from Galaxy to Coinbase and Franklin Templeton. Now, this is amazing for quite a few reasons. JPMorgan is in the top 5 largest private banks in the world. And so tying their name to this, to me, says that, institutional adoption is happening, I think, faster than any of us in the industry expected, which is really, really exciting.
Yep.
I also think that it will drive mass adoption a little bit faster by seeing some of these, quote unquote, household names all come together. I also find that Franklin Templeton pairing with Coinbase is very interesting because I think Coinbase, when you talk about mass adoption in the broader market, they're a household name to anyone who's kind of dabbled in there. And so I think that those two going together is a really smart move on both halves.
But like you said, it's more about setting the stage of kind of the preeminent banking institution in the world, frankly, JPMorgan, doing this and issuing this on a blockchain, Solana. And so that's really revolutionary to be able to show a public, because Galaxy is also a public company.
Right.
So you've got a public company, Galaxy, that already has access to those traditional capital markets, who's saying, now we're going to add a fundraising capacity directly on blockchains to kind of that capital stack. It's a game changer. This is kind of the next chapter in like the final de-risking of digital assets and the merger with traditional capital markets and how fast that's occurred, because just a couple of years ago, Billy, we've been working together for a while. This would have been like the wildest like April Fool's Day headline.
Absolutely.
JPMorgan doing commercial paper on Solana. It just would have been like this laughable thing.
Yeah.
And now it's front and center. And ultimately the reason for that is because the technology adds value.
Absolutely.
And we're entering this makes business sense, and it's a critical part of how companies are going to fund themselves moving forward.